Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are studying well. Now we are doing Shashi Deshpande's short story, My Beloved Charioteer. And today we will discuss the mother-daughter relationship and a woman's role as a wife. In the short story, My Beloved Charioteer, Shashi Deshpande tries to show the relationship of three generations of women, the grandmother, Aji, mother, and Mother Aarti, and the granddaughter Preeti at various stages of life. It is a story of mother-daughter relationship as well as a woman's role as a wife. In this story, Deshpande depicts life of a mother's nature and behavior, not as generosity, but as a normal human being full of negatives as well as positives, full of emotions as well as frustrations, and not a perfect being. Now actually we have the image of a mother कि माँ सब कुछ होती है ना, माँ is perfect, but माँ is also a human being. Mother is also a human being. She has her own flaws, she has her own desires, she has her own shortcomings, and of course she has her own special characters. So she is an emotional person. Over here Shashi Deshpande depicts that mother is not a perfect being. She is a normal human being. The relationship of grandmother and the granddaughter, Preeti, is based on love, care, and understanding. The story also opens with the conversation of conversation of Aji and Preeti. Preeti comes running to the mother-in-law and she says that I smile as I hear them at last, the sounds I'm waiting for, a rush of footsteps, the slam of the bathroom door, and then the bare feet running towards me. So the story opens with this with a conversation, but the relationship of Aji and Aarti, that is Aji and Aarti, that is mother-daughter, and Preeti and Aarti are two sets of mother-daughters, is not on the same level. The grandmother takes care of recently widowed daughter Aarti and her daughter Preeti. Now this Aji, the grandmother, she is looking after her own daughter and daughter's daughter. She has taken the responsibility. But she herself is neglected by Aarti, who is wallowing in her own pain and suffering. If we see, even Aji is a widowed person, but Aarti does not care about her. She neglects her mother as well as her daughter. Aji, the narrator, does not have a loving relationship either with her late husband or her daughter Aarti. She was ignored by both of them, so she is unable to communicate successfully to them. And this lack of communication creates a gap between their relations. Like to maintain a good relationship, you need to have a communication. बातचीत होनी चाहिए, तभी रिश्ते मजबूत होते हैं. But here there is no communication between Aarti and her mother Aji, because Aarti was more close to her father, and whatever she wanted to talk to, she used to talk to her father. Aji thinks that her daughter and husband are like two locked rooms which she cannot enter in. She does not have the keys to open these rooms. तो कंपेयर किससे करती है? दिस इज़ अ सिमिली. वो ऐसे कंपेयर करती है आजी अपने हस्बैंड को और अपनी डॉटर को, जैसे कि वो दो कमरे हों और उन कमरों में ताला लगा हुआ है और उस ताले की चाबी उनके पास नहीं है. दैट इज़ हर कम्युनिकेशन इज़ टोटली ब्लॉक्ड. शी कैन नॉट कम्युनिकेट. She cannot converse. So, and she does not have the keys to open these rooms. Keys means कोई रास्ता नहीं है कि कैसे इन दरवाज़ों को खोला जाए, यानी कैसे उनसे कम्युनिकेट किया जाए, किस ढंग से बात की जाए. Aji feels like an outsider in her own home. Aji sacrifices her identity and all her needs, desires, and ambitions for her family. She lived her whole life but could not frame her needs into words. She realizes that she has no wants left because she has whittled them out of fear. Now, actually, she does not have any needs or desires because nobody asked her about her desires. So she did not feel the need to keep those desires because she knew that no one is going to ask me about my desires. As if we read that on page number 154, that he actually never asked her what she wanted. And 1 minute, let me find out the line when she says that yes, on page number 154 I found these lines, and Aji says that once a year he bought me 2 saris, always colors I hated. He never asked me what I liked, and I never told him. So here, that is why she does not keep these desires. She does not nurture these desires in her because she knows that nobody is going to fulfill them. Her relationship with her husband was based on master and slave equation. She was supposed to be ready to fulfill all his needs at appropriate time. She also faced physical and emotional violence at the hands of her husband. That is why she feels so relieved after her husband's death. Now there is another quotation, and on page number 155, first paragraph. At night, I go on relentlessly. I scarcely dare to breathe. I was so terrified of disturbing him. And once, when I asked whether I could sleep in another room, I don't know how I had the courage. He said nothing. But the next day, his mother, that is your grandmother, told me bluntly about a wife's duties. I must always be available, she said. So I slept there, afraid to get up for a glass of water, scared even to cough. When he wanted me, he said, "Come here." And I went. And when he finished, if I didn't get out of his bed fast enough, he said, "You can go." And I got out. So here he says that she is emotionally tortured, or she is not emotionally taken care of, and physically, of course, she is used. So she also faced physical and emotional violence at the hands of her husband. That is why she feels so relieved after her husband's death. It was very easy for her to let go of him. And she fails to understand Aarti's deep mourning for her husband and neglection of her own daughter Preeti. Now, actually, the relationship of Aarti and Madhav was totally different. It was a very compatible, companionable marriage, whereas Aji and her husband's marriage was most incompatible, and it was very unemotional or perfunctory marriage. That is why Aji fails to understand that why is Preeti mourning so much? इतना ज़्यादा विलाप या शोक क्यों कर रही है? Because when her husband died, she felt a sort of relief, जैसे कि कुछ छुट्टी हो गई हो, है ना? Like that. Because the relationship of Aarti and Madhav was totally different as husband-wife, and the relationship of Aji and her husband was totally different. That was based on very unequal status, that is master and slave. But here the marital relationship of Aarti and Madhav was a very companionable one. That is why Aarti finds it very difficult to come out of that grief of missing Madhav. She misses Madhav very much. But Aji fails to understand Aarti's deep mourning for her husband and neglection of her own daughter Preeti. Aarti is married and her husband dies untimely, so she becomes recluse and hates the world. She cannot tolerate the happiness of people around her. And she becomes so bitter that she feels like killing the happy couples, and also feels cheated by God. On page number 151, I'm reading out from the book. When Aji asked, "Why don't you go out?" Aji had asked her once. She says, "Where?" Then Aji had mumbled something she had not heard. She had gone on, "There is nowhere I want to go. Everywhere I see couples. I can't bear to see them. I could murder them when I see them talking and laughing." And this kind of talk amazes Aji. And she cannot understand that how can a person can be so hard-hearted that he cannot tolerate happy people. But Aarti loved her father and her husband the most, and unfortunately, both of them passed away, leaving her alone in this world. She spends most of her time in her father's room, smoking and staring blankly at the walls. Aarti is so depressed, sad, and unhappy and in pain that she completely ignores her daughter, Preeti. She does not do any work which a mother should do for a child, and she also ignores her own old mother. Now, actually, Aji is the one who takes care of the child. She bathes her, she dresses her to school, she makes her meals, prepares her tiffin, and does all the work. Aarti neither talks to Preeti nor plays with her, but scolds her at times to show her anger, outrage, and displeasure. So consequently, Aji takes on her duties to take care of Preeti's needs. She wakes her up, dresses to school, and prepares meals for her. Relationship of Preeti and Aji is that of love and care. That is, Preeti and Aji is नानी और दोएती का जो रिश्ता होता है वो है, and this relationship is that of love and care, cordial delightfulness, that they are very happy together. For Aji, Preeti is her beloved charioteer, and she wants to make her life cheerful and happy. Ironically for Aji, her husband's room offers her opportunity to find her voice and rebel against Aarti. She breaks a silence that threatens to destroy her home and her granddaughter. The photo frame that was broken accidentally by Aarti gave her a chance, which helped Aji to talk to her and explain to her that what is gone is gone. Aji tells Aarti that she has to face life and not run away from problems, fears, and responsibilities. Aarti has a daughter who needs her attention and parenting. Aji also tells her that she does not want to see the photo again, as it is no point looking at things that give pain and discomfort. Now, actually, Aji believes that it is not the dead who need our compassion, and it is the living, not the dead, who crave loyalty, but the living. It is on page number 154, second last paragraph. So he says that it is not the dead who need our compassion, it is the living. That is, we have to be compassionate towards the living. Now, Preeti is living, Madhav is dead, but Preeti is living. Now, it is the duty of Aarti to look after Preeti. And it is not the dead who crave loyalty, but the living. That is, जो मरे हुए लोग हैं उनके प्रति वफादार रहना ज़रूरी नहीं है, जो जिंदा हैं उनके प्रति वफादारी दिखाओ, उनके प्रति अपना कर्तव्य दिखाओ, वो आजी चाहती है. This is what Aji wants. Aji also tells her that she does not want to see the photo again, as it is no point looking at things that give pain and discomfort, because it is the living that need our attention and the love and the care and the loyalty. Aarti should try to be happy and focus on what she has got in life rather than pondering over the things she doesn't have. Hence, through this story, Shashi Deshpande elegantly brings out the mother-daughter relationship at different stages and aspects of life, and also the oppressive and incompatible married life through the narration of Aji's marriage. So I hope you have understood this story, and I've also posted some notes on WhatsApp group, so you can take note of all these things and study the notes properly. So in my next session we will take up another story. So till then, goodbye, study well and be safe.